89.7 WTMD. I'm Carrie Evans, and it is Public Radio Music Day, which you well know if you have been tuned in to 89.7 today. And the theme of Public Radio Music Day is discovering the sound of local communities. And that is part of the reason why we have been featuring Baltimore artists all day long. But you know that's something we do every day here on TMD. But, you know, in particular, if you've been listening to my program, you know that there is one Baltimore artist that I am probably more excited about than any other. And I'm so stoked that she is here with me in the studio, Evan Nicole Bell.
Hi, I'm equally stoked. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Evan, I'm just going to stop talking and let your music do the talking for us. It's going to do a better job than I ever could. So we'll kick off with a song. It's Evan Nicole Bell live on 89.7 TMD.
All right. Thank you, Carrie. I'm going to start us off with one of my favorite blues songs by one of my favorite blues singers. This is a cover of Voodoo Woman by Miss Coco Taylor. They call me the Voodoo Woman, and I know the reason why. They call me the Voodoo Woman, and I know the reason why. Lord, if I raise my hand, you know the sky began to cry. They call me the Voodoo Woman. I look through water and spy dry land. They call me the Voodoo Woman. I look through water and spy dry land. I tell all you men, if your woman got another man, rabbit's foot in my pocket, a toad frog in my shoe, a crawfish on my shoulder, he looking dead at you. I got dust from a rattlesnake, I got a black spider bone. That don't do it, baby, you gotta leave it all alone. They call me the Voodoo Woman, and I know the reason why. Lord, if I raise my hands, you know the sky began to cry. Here we go. A toad frog in my shoe, a crawfish on my shoulder, he looking dead at you. I got dust from a rattlesnake, I got a black spider bone. That don't do it, baby, you gotta leave it all alone. They call me the Voodoo Woman, and I know the reason why. Yeah, I do. Lord, if I raise my hand, you know the sky began to cry.
Nice. All right. Evan Nicole Bell live on 89.7 WTMD. You couldn't tell for a second, Evan, that was your radio debut.
That was it. That was my first time.
That better than most.
Oh goodness, there's a few.
You're
mistakes,
off to a great start.
Thank you,
Evan. You know, I recently discovered you, and probably the same way a lot of people did, because you posted a video on Twitter that went viral.
Someone
And
posted it of me, actually.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm,
Well,
someone
I
found
want the
it.
whole story. Yeah, tell
Sure.
me.
Yeah.
Tell me how that came about.
Sure thing. Yeah, it was so crazy how it happened. So there's this holiday that happens every year in August called Play Music on the Porch Day, and for the last 3 years I've participated, and I always do a blues song, because it's just the spirit of the holiday is to do something stripped down on the porch, like no additives, nothing fancy, just on your porch playing. And I think blues is the perfect genre of music for that. So in 2021, I did a cover of Crosscut Saw by Albert King, because I just love that song. And a year went by, and like it got some views, and people in the Play Music on the Porch community like enjoyed it, and I enjoyed all their posts and everything like that. And then this summer in July, I just randomly looked at my Instagram, and I'd gotten like 3 new Instagram followers, and to me that was a big deal because my Instagram is so dry. So I was like, whoa, like where'd these new Instagram followers come from? And I kept getting more and more. And I was so confused. I was like, I guess someone might have shared my video. I don't know. And someone emailed me. And that's how I found out my video was on Twitter. This man in Greece emailed me and told me, I just saw your video on Twitter. And I didn't even have Twitter on my phone. Like, I had 12 followers at the time. I really did. I just made it in college to retweet some stuff about my art, and I never logged back in. So I was like, oh my gosh, on Twitter. So I logged in. And then there the video was, and it was posted by this account called Blues Harp. And it's run by this guy out of Sweden. And it was getting like thousands of retweets and comments. And I went from 12 followers 3 months ago to almost 10,000 now, because people are just, they really enjoyed the music and they enjoyed the blues. And I'm really excited that I was able to share that with them and continue to.
I cannot believe that it took a guy in Sweden
Yeah.
for me to find a Baltimore artist.
I know.
You know, and honestly, you know, someone showed me the video, and they were like, "Hey, do you know this girl?" And I'm like, "No, where's she from?" "She's from Baltimore."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where has she been hiding? But I know, Evan, just because I've now Googled you, that you are an artist.
Yes.
Not just a musical artist, but also a visual artist. And that has been your main focus
Yes.
for a long time.
Yes.
Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah.
What kind of art are you involved in?
Absolutely. So ever since I was a child, I've just been very artistic. I've done all forms of art. I was a ballerina up until my late teens. And what I really fell in love with when I went to college was documentary photography. And so I went to Duke, and there was a center down there called the Center for Documentary Studies. And while I was there, I got really into just documentary work and its intersection with social justice and activism. And I actually ended up having 2 solo exhibitions where I showed my work, one that hung underneath the windows in the Duke Chapel for about a month. One of my primary interests when it comes to art and documentary is documenting Black people and our experiences. And I think that's another reason I'm so drawn to the blues, because it's one of our most ancestral art forms. It's been like a way for Black people to pass down our history orally and pass down that tradition traditionally. So that's the kind of art that I've been interested in these past few years, my whole life. But these past few years I've gotten really into the blues, and I've decided to kind of switch from focusing on visual art to focusing on my music in the past few years.
Well, we're really happy about that here at WTMD.
Awesome.
You make some beautiful noise. And,
Thank
you know, I can't help but think that it sort of seems solicular in a way that you went to Duke, discovered sort of what your passions were in artistry, but have now come back and brought it back to Baltimore.
Yeah.
And we're just really happy to have you here.
And I'm so happy to be here.
No matter what kind of art you're doing.
Thank you.
So tell me real quick, so we can let our audience know, where can they find you on social media?
Sure. I'm everywhere under Evan Nicole Bell. You can also search A Girl Called Evan. Primarily, I try to post blues and funk covers about once or twice a week on Twitter, but I also put them on YouTube. So you can find me anywhere, evannicolebell.com, Twitter, Instagram. It's all just Evan Nicole Bell.
And here, of course, on
Yes.
89.7 WTMD. Evan, would you play another for us?
Of course. I'm going to introduce one of my original songs, and this song has not been heard by anyone. So this is its world debut here on WTMD. Super excited. This one is called Runaway Girl. Racing. No one's on my side. No one can save me. And I'm feeling like I'm running on my own now, ignoring every notice on my phone now. Pedal to the metal, mind is racing. Perfect alibi, no one knows I might sneak out in the middle of the night, kiss your tender lips goodbye. Would they blame it on you? Would you tell them the truth? Got no time to think, I just gotta leave. I don't wanna be a runaway girl, but if they come for me, I did what I had to do. I don't wanna be a runaway girl, if they come for me, just tell them that I'm somewhere on the loose. You run away, girl. But if they come for me, just tell them I ain't got no good excuse. I don't wanna be a runaway girl. But if they come for me, just tell them I did what I had to do. For you. Oh, I did what I had to do. Oh, feel like I've been running 100 different ways. I don't even know I'm losing track of days. Starting to see my face on TV. Everybody's coming after me, but oh, I did it for love. I did it for love. I did it for love. Oh, I did it for love. And I think that's enough. Oh, I don't wanna be a runaway girl, but if they come for me, just tell them I did what I had to do. You run away, girl, but if they come for me, just tell them that I'm somewhere on the loose. I don't wanna be a runaway girl, but if they come for me, just tell them I ain't got no good excuse. I don't wanna be a runaway girl. If they come for me, just tell them I did what I had to do. For you. Oh, I did what I had to do. For you. Oh, for you. I would do it all again. Risk my life and my friend. I will leave it all behind. Lay my life down for me, just tell them I did what I had to do. I don't wanna be a runaway girl. If they come for me, just tell them I'm somewhere on the loose. I don't wanna be a runaway girl. But if they come for me, just tell them I ain't got no good excuse. I don't wanna be a runaway girl. But if they come for me, just tell them I did what I had to do.
89.7 WTMD, Evan Nicole Bell. Runaway Girl is the name of it?
That's it. That's it. Yep.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I hear the record companies knocking already.
Let us hope.
Evan.
Let us pray.
Okay, let's pray. No, yeah, no, that was really great.
Thank you.
Tell me, you know, we're just getting to know you here.
Yeah.
In this session, and you know, how long have you been in the area? Did you grow up around here?
Yeah. Sure. So yeah, I'm a Howard County girl. Wasn't born in Howard County, but I've been there almost my whole life. Went away for a little bit to go to college, and came back. So yeah, I'm a Maryland girl through and through. And
nice.
Yeah. And
we get to claim her.
Yeah, you can claim me. Yeah, this is my state. This is my city. Yeah, and I've been playing guitar since I was 13, acoustic guitar and classical guitar. And I got into the electric guitar when I was 21. And my mom just randomly bought me an electric guitar. I didn't ask for it. I didn't want it. I never wanted to play electric guitar. She just bought it for me. And that's when my love for the blues began. And I just grew from there. And that's when my love for really writing music and everything just skyrocketed.
Wow. So
Yeah.
You've been playing electric guitar for a year?
Right. A little longer than that.
I mean, you look very young, too. You look very youthful, I should say.
Thank you.
And we, we talked a little bit before this interview, and I said we're just going to get to know you, and I'm no tough questions, no algebra.
Yeah.
And you said, well, if you want to give me algebra,
Exactly. It might be easier because I was a math teacher.
you
Yeah.
were. How does someone have the left and the right brain going on?
I think they complement each other. I really do. People think you're one or the other. I don't think so. I think you just choose to tap into one depending on what you're doing. So yeah, I love math. I love math as much as almost as much as I love music. Not as much.
I probably would have loved math if you were my teacher too.
And I would have loved to teach you, Carrie.
Well, Evan, we are so happy to have you here on Public Radio Music Day, when we're featuring Baltimore artists. And, part of what we think makes public radio unique is that we have a chance to bring fans and artists together and give you a place where we can introduce you. And, I have a feeling standing here watching you today, this may be the first time you're on WTMD, but it will not be the last.
Oh man, I would love to come back. So.
Well, we'd love to hear more.
Right.
Since we've got you here now. Do you mind playing a couple more for us?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm gonna switch guitars here. I'm gonna play a little
Sure,
acoustic.
please
joint.
do.
All right.
Evan Nicole Bell is with us live in studio on 89.7 WTMD. It is Public Radio Music Day. We hope you have enjoyed tuning in and hearing all of the Baltimore artists we've been featuring throughout the day. And if you missed any of them, you can check out some of the video at our WTMD YouTube page. Jordan Sokol of Pressing Strings was on earlier with Alex, as was Jimmy Haha Davies of Jimmy's Chicken Shack. In fact, Jimmy played a new Jimmy's Chicken Shack song this morning. And then we had the Honey Dewdrops and some Cliff Hillis during our local lunch. So we're kind of delving into a lot of different Baltimore music genres today, which is part of what makes Baltimore music so different from a lot of different cities' music scenes, which is there's such an eclectic mix of sounds. It's not just one sound coming out of the city. You can find a little bit of everything. And Evan Nicole Bell giving us a little bit of soul and blues in our afternoon drive.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So this one is another cover. This is another blues cover. And I love this one because I think a lot of people don't realize that this is like a classic 12-bar blues song. It's a more modern one. It's by Tracy Chapman. And this is Give Me One Reason. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Yeah. Oh, give me one reason to stay here. Oh, I'll turn right back around. Yeah. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely, but you gotta make me change my mind. Oh, yeah. Well, baby, I got your number, and I know that you got mine. No, no, you know that I called you. Oh, I called you many times. Yeah. Well, you can call me, baby. You can call me anytime. You got to call me. Well, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Yeah, give me one reason to stay here. Oh, I'll turn right back around. I said I don't wanna leave you lonely, but you got to make me change my mind. Oh, to make me change my mind. Well, you can call me, baby. You can call me anytime. You got to call me. Oh, I said this youthful I can love you. Oh, and give you what you need. Oh, I said this youthful I can love you and give you what you need. Yeah. But I'm too old to go chasing you around, wasting my precious energy. Well, baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why. I said, baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why I should stay. Said I told you that I loved you, and there ain't no more to say.
What a growl you have. It is awesome. Evan Nicole Bell live on 89.7 WTMD. Evan, thanks again for coming in and making your world premiere on 89.7 WTMD. I just want to ask you, are you playing out? Are you doing some live shows?
I would love to. It's funny because I just don't have that much experience. I play online and I do some private gigs, some small gigs around. But it's a dream of mine to have a real show. So hopefully that happens for me at some point.
Yeah, you're ready. And we are going to do whatever we can to help support and champion you in the future. We're so glad that guy from Sweden posted your video.
I am too. He's the best. If you're watching, hi.
And so that we could all get to know you a little bit better, and really looking forward to hearing what comes down the line in the future from you.
Thank you. And I'm so glad that a station like you exists that wants to, champion little small artists like me. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks again, Evan Nicole Bell. Make sure that you check her out online and just Google Evan Nicole Bell, or you can go to WTMD.org and get some more details on Evan. Evan, can you do one more?
I can do one more. Yes.
I'd love to hear one more.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is another original, and another one that I think I performed it maybe once, but that's about it. So I'm going to consider this one a debut as well. And this one is called Burn. And just to give a little background, I guess, about it, it's just a song that I think is really relatable. It's about disappointment, betrayal, things that everyone goes through. So that's where this was born out of. This is Burn. Yourself warm in the presence of strangers that steal you inside. You make mistakes, I make mistakes too, but your mistakes are written all over you. You left a legacy that only you can see. Maybe one day I'll get your honesty, but until then I have to leave. You lit a fire and you walked away, and it'll only burn me if I stay one step at a time. You watched me run, you watched me run away, one flame at a time. I watched you burn. Candle by the fire, the wick lit up, and then it turned to dust. One flame at a time, I watched you burn. Call my name, but I'm not here anymore. The best I can do is to watch from afar. I don't know who you are. Oh, you hide your secrets from me in the night, but raging fires bring your dark to light. And though I feel the heat, oh, you're just a memory. Still I come over if you call for me, 'cause that's what you do for family. I know you try to break my heart. This has to do with so much more than me. Oh, it's not too late for reconciliation. One day you'll have to meet your maker, but until then I have to walk away, 'cause you're on fire and everything you touch just turns ablaze. A time you watch me run, you watch me run away. One flame at a time, I watched you burn, burn, burn. You lit a candle by the fire, the wick lit up, and then it turned to dust. One flame at a time, I watched you burn, 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 burn. Whoa, I watch you, I step at a time. You watched me run. You watched me run away. One flame at a time. I watched you burn. You lit up all by the fire. The wick lit up, and then it turned to dust. One flame at a time, I watched you burn.
Wow. Evan, thank you. Evan Nicole Bell on 89.7 WTMD. Have you gotten into the recording studio?
No, and that's a huge goal of mine. I would love to make a record. I have so many songs written, and it's like a dream of mine to do like an LP with the A side, all blues, and the B side, all my originals.
Nice. Well, I hope that along your journey you're able to maintain like your ideals for your music, because you have something really special, and there might be some people here that can help you out with getting into the recording studio. Do you have a manager yet? We got a manager for you. I have a feeling after today you're going to be getting some phone calls. And again, Evan, thanks so much for coming and sharing your music with us.
Thank you.
We can't wait until we've got something that we can start playing on the regular.
Absolutely.
And we're here for the ride, because I think it's going to be a straight shot upwards for you.
Only hope.
So
thank you
thanks
so much
again.
Thank you, Carrie.
Evan Nicole Bell on 89.7 WTMD.